Okay, welcome everyone to Myself in the World Storytimes. The theme for today is Just Be Yourself, and we have the wonderful Angela Bonds with us today from Boston Public Libraries. So really quickly, just settling in, our goal is to create a safe space for children and families. So we do require that a caregiver always attend with their child. We don't tolerate any inappropriate behavior, and we will remove anyone that does that. But with that, we will move on to our wonderful Boston Public Librarian, Miss Angela.
Hello, everyone. My name is Angela, and I'm happy to welcome you here. So before we begin our story time, let's do a quick check-in and think about our feelings today, a quick self-reflection. How do you feel? Do you feel a little sad? Did something happen that made you feel like a little down? Are you excited like I am to read stories? Are you maybe feeling a little tired or very silly? What are you feeling at the moment? Think about that. All right. So our first song before we get started is called We Clap and Sing Hello. And it's a great song to get your body ready for story time. So just start like this. Good job. Clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. Good job. Next, we're gonna stomp our feet. Hello. You can probably hear my boots, they're very loud. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. All right, now that we've woken up our legs, let's wave our hands, kind of like you're saying hi. We wave our hands hello. We wave our hands hello. With all our friends at story time, we wave our hands hello. Good job. Now keep those hands out. We're gonna do our next song. It's called Open, Shut Them. You've probably heard this one before. And it goes like this. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Good job. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Place them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them. Creep them, crawl them. Right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth. Ah! But do not let them in. Well done, round of applause. You're doing a fantastic job. So for a second, we're gonna practice our breathing. This is called 5-finger breathing. And to do it, you wanna hold out your hand, just one hand, spread those fingers nice and wide. And we're gonna take our other hand, start at the bottom of our thumb, and we're gonna trace our finger up our thumb. And as we trace our finger up our thumb, we're gonna breathe in nice and deep, like this. And when we get to the top, we're gonna go down this little valley and breathe out. So can you do that with me? Taking a nice deep breath as we go up our pointer finger. And breathe all that air out. And as we breathe, I don't know if you notice, you start to feel a little better, a little bit more relaxed. This is a good time to take a nice pause. Again, we're gonna breathe in. And again, out when we go down. Up our ring finger. And down into the valley. Breathing out as we go. And a quick one up our pinky. And all the way out. It's kind of like the wind coming from inside and just blowing out all of that energy and relaxing us. So today we're going to read a couple stories about being ourselves. And one of my favorite stories to read is called Giraffes Can't Dance. Now this story is very funny, but it also can be a little sad. Let's see. Giraffes Can't Dance, written by Giles Andre. and illustrated by Guy Parker Reese. All of the cool animals in this book, from ants to warthogs. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Oh no, poor Gerald. Now, every year in Africa, they hold a jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Poor Gerald. He does look a little sad if you look at his face. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did the cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Ah, hey, look at clumsy Gerald. The animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. That wasn't very nice, was it? I wonder how that makes Gerald feel. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted on the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off of the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Look at our little cricket friend. He's kind of small. It's kind of hard to see him. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is the branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. Look at Gerald's face. I think he's listening to the music. Maybe he's starting to feel a little better. He's starting to feel the music. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves started shuffling, making circles on the floor. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. And then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Wow, Gerald is rather fantastic. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. He is dancing. Then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite in trance. They're very much focused on him. They shouted, "It's a miracle. We must be in a dream. Gerald is the best dancer we've ever seen." How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around, and finished with a bow. That's a great bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon, and such a cool story. That was such a cool story. And Gerald started to feel more and more like himself, even though others doubted him. All right, friends, here's a fun song to sing that covers a lot of our emotions. It's called If You're Happy and You Know It. And it may be a little different than you're used to. So just start again like this. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. Stomp, stomp. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. Stomp, stomp. If you're angry and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. Stomp, stomp. If you're excited and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're excited and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're excited and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're excited and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're sleepy and you know it, yawn it out. If you're sleepy and you know it, yawn it out. If you're sleepy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're sleepy and you know it, yawn it out. If you're grumpy and you know it, cross your arms. If you're grumpy and you know it, cross your arms. If you're grumpy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're grumpy and you know it, cross your arms. That's really good. I love that song. It's really fun to sing and it covers so many different kinds of feelings and emotions. All right, so our next book is by Todd Parr, one of my favorite authors and illustrators. It's called Be Who You Are. Dear reader, when I was growing up in a small town in Wyoming, I felt I didn't fit in. The other kids were interested in sports, but I just wasn't. For my fourth grade class photo, I wore a clip-on tie and purple sunglasses because I thought it was cool, but nobody else did. It was hard for me to learn to read and follow along in class, so I was always trying to figure out how to fit in and be like everyone else. Finally, I realized it's easier and more fun just to be who you are. Love, Todd. Be who you are. Be old and be young. Be a different color. Wear everything you need to be you. I like that there's a robot here. I love this hair. Speak your language. It could be with your hands. You could say, hola, hello, meow, or learn in your own way. This cat looks curious. What kind of food does the dog eat? Be proud of where you're from. Look at all the different kinds of homes and buildings. Be your own family. But just be who you are. Be silly. You can wear shorts on your head in the bathtub. Be brave. A little fish can stand up to a big fish. Dance, kind of like Gerald in our last story. Play, discover, learn, and, oh, my favorite, read. Share your feelings. He's sharing his feelings with his dog. Your feelings can be happy, or mad, or sad, or silly, or scared, or proud. Just be who you are. Try new things. Maybe eat tacos or pizza or noodles. I love noodles. Be confident. This kid is catching the ball and they're ready to do it. They know they can do it. And of course, stand up for yourself. This mouse is smaller than this cat, but he's saying no. Be energetic. You can maybe jump on the bed, but check with your parents first. Be peaceful. Kind of like with 5-finger breathing, you kind of calm down. That's peaceful. Or doing yoga like this puppy and this kid. Be the best that you can be. You can be a superhero like these kids. Just be who you are. It doesn't matter what color you are, where you're from, or who's in your family. Everyone needs to be loved. Always love yourself and be who you are. The end. Love, Todd. Good job. I love that story. It's so good. I love his books. So here's a song about being who you are, and it's to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And it goes like this. You be you and I'll be me. That's the way we like to be. You are great the way you are. Be yourself and you'll go far. You be you and I'll be me. That's the way we like to be. Give yourself a round of applause. That was so amazing. So before we finish, we have a few more songs left. This song I always like to sing. It is called Itsy Bitsy Spider. And it's a great song about always trying, even when things may be hard. So just take your hands and you're gonna go finger to thumb and then up. The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Now, big sun, out came the sun and it dried up all the rain. Then the itsy bitsy spider crawled up the spout again. Good job. Now, Itsy Bitsy has a teenage sister. And so she's taller than him and bigger than him because she's a teenager. So we're gonna let her do the same song. So instead of going from finger to thumb, just take both hands out like this. And we're gonna go in and out and up. The very big spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and it dried up all the rain. And so the very big spider crawled up the spout again. Good job, Itsy Bitsy and Itsy Bitsy's bigger sister. I love that. All right, guys, it's been so good hanging out with you and I hope to see you again. So our last song today is called Open, Shut Them. So hold your hand out like this, but this is a little different. We're gonna wave goodbye at the end. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Good job. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Place them in your lap, lap, lap. Wave them, wave them, wave them, wave them, right up to the sky, sky, sky. Good job. I'll wave to you, you'll wave to me. Now let's all wave goodbye, bye, bye. What a fantastic job you guys did listening and participating. I really appreciate you joining me today. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for joining. We love if you have any sort of questions, concerns, or ideas to share with us. We welcome any sort of feedback, and we encourage you to visit us at vitalvillage.org. Thank you guys so much for joining. Have a great day.
Thank